Moving along here today on the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, we got breaking news. We got Dalvin Cook released from the Minnesota Vikings. This guy is a stud running back. He's been a keeper in our fantasy league by Queef Sam, who, if you don't know, is the back-to-back Queef of the year. So maybe Dalvin Cook has a lot to do with that.
Could be.
But he's 28 years old. He's played 6 seasons in the league out of Florida State. He's had over 1,135 rushing yards each of the last 4 years with 43 tutties on the ground.
A lot of touchdowns
in 4 years.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
He's had 34 plus catches each of the last 5 years. So he's catching some balls.
Okay.
The Vikings tried to trade him. Couldn't find a trade partner on Thursday for Dalvin Cook. So just released him. Wilson, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, first thought is it's a damn shame. Obviously, you see I'm a Colts fan, so I got Jonathan Taylor in my back pocket. So it pains me to see these running backs just getting tossed by the wayside. 4 seasons of 1,100 rushing yards, these past 4, Pro Bowler. He's a superstar. I saw it against the Vikings where they had the largest comeback in NFL history against the Colts. And he was balling. I hadn't seen much of him, but that's all I needed. Like, he had the home run ability. He was just flinging people off of him like they were rag dolls and just kept going. So to see this happen, it really is a damn shame because there's only like a few running backs that get paid a lot. And I think the last one or the big contract was Zeke. And I mean, he fell off hard, but I think that stained all the owners, the general managers. They were just like, oh, well, we don't need him because if you look back, I feel like since 2009, there's not been a superstar running back at all. Like on the Super Bowl winning team, there's not been a superstar. You got the Chiefs, Damian Williams in 2019. He was getting paid $1,050,000. That cheap of a contract. And then this past year, Pacheco, he was undrafted, right?
Yeah.
It's just insane to see that superstar. And then you got the Titans too. Derrick Henry. The Titans can't do anything with him. So it's just a shame. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, oh God.
Have some respect for the king.
29 going on 30. 29 going on 30, Cobrezi. Derrick Henry.
I think so.
You might have to pass that crown down.
Yeah.
On to the next heir.
Max, we see Dalvin Cook's shoulders all fucked up, so that might have had something to do with it. Those stats are pretty nice. Give me some landing spots for Dalvin Cook. Who do you think is going to pick this guy up and plug him in?
You know, as we were talking about Dalvin Cook, immediately I'm trying to think of teams. I don't know if I can name a team. I honestly have no. It's going to have to be a scrub crap team. Like Houston.
They got Dameon Pierce there. They just drafted. They like him.
Ball. Yeah.
But how about I start you right here in Denver, Colorado with the Broncos?
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a minute. What about what's his name?
Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams. I know he got hurt, but
still coming off that ACL. I don't think he's going to be ready.
Oh, he's not going to be ready. Okay.
They released Melvin Gordon, correct?
Released Melvin Gordon. Latavius Murray was running around last year in the game we went to, week 17, but
that's a good sign.
Is he still on the team? Because I know he used to be a Saint with Sean Payton. So I thought it'd be a good connection to keep him. He's a veteran guy. Every year he just gets picked up by some team and does well. He's usually on my fantasy team. Doesn't mean much because my team sucks, but he helps out a little bit. That's for sure.
He's probably still here. I'll throw out a couple more teams here. We saw him post a picture of him in Miami when he was playing the Dolphins. So that's something that was leaked, the Dolphins. And Wilson, before you throw out a team, I'll just throw 3 more out possibilities: the Bears, the Bucks, and the Rams.
Oh wow, I've potentially heard the Bills, but again, those are stupid sources because you already have his brother James Cook, and with the way the running back market is, you don't want to pin them against each other.
Yeah,
but I'm kind of like with Max. It's terrible again to see these running backs because no team, like obviously there's several teams that need a superstar like Dalvin Cook, but nobody's going to take him. The Dolphins, the Dolphins and the Broncos, do they even have cap space? Especially the Broncos. Do they have time to, or do they have enough money to grab him? And then the Dolphins, Mike McDaniel said just the other day, he said, "You're not going to get this guy. I'm in year 2." Okay, is what he said whenever reporters were asking him. And then he went on to talk about he was day 3 at the vet mini camps. So I don't. It'd be cool to see him there because that'd be a dynamic team that's already crazy. But I got Mostert, Jeff Wilson, Miles Gaskin still. Again, those aren't like superstars, but in today's world, you need a couple running backs in your backfield that are getting paid cheap. That's the only way to win, it seems like.
I do kind of like your comment on the Bears though, Cole Breezy, because the Bears aren't that deep at running back. Khalil Herbert's going to be taking over the role. They drafted a second string running back from, was it Texas or Alabama? Anyone know? No, I think it was Texas. I want to say it was Texas. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, if you get Dalvin Cook in there for a little bit of leadership because we're a young team, I like it. And it seems like the NFC North, they always just transfer running backs. They kind of just move them around. I mean, David Montgomery's on the fucking Lions now.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson went to the Lions when he was on the Vikings. They kind of just flop them around.
Jamal SpongeBob Williams from the Packers to the Lions.
Oh yeah.
So I like the Bears idea. I could see them trying to get some senior leadership. But how much is he going to cost? That's the question. That's the real question.